I'm not scared.
Has he travelled a lot? Because you tend to find that a lot of people who are happy have travelled, man.
Because they've seen
everything.
World.
They've seen all the world. They've seen poverty, bro. Bro, I think anybody who really sees and feels poverty and feels... Because I always think... I told you about that the other day about, you know, the thought of having children out there, right, who don't have anything, right, at all. It kills me,
mate.
Yeah,
it really kills me, bro.
100%.
I can't understand it, and I'm like, there's so many rich people out there, and that could help. But we have like homelessness, and we have like poverty, and we have children who can't. In my head, man, children are too pure to not have anything,
to be struggling,
for survival. Bro. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
to be an adult, and I was thinking, my biggest. You know, when I'm really happy, when I'm 50 or 60 or 70 or whatever, yeah, is for people to look at me and go, oh my goodness, he's like a kid. He's like a child. He's like a young man. Do you know what I mean? Still have that young life in you. That's like you're still living as a young man. Do you know what I mean? And that's how that guy would have felt, man. Yeah, he's old, but he's got young energy.
Bro, it really meant a lot to me, man, that like there's some moments that you're like, you just remember them and it just like lingers and it sticks with you and it teaches you stuff.
Yeah.
And that was this guy to me, because some old people are like, you know, that they hate the world.
Yeah.
But this guy was just completely chill. Yeah. You know, he was like, I've had a great life, man. I've loved my life. I've got a great family. Yeah. And I was like, man, I don't, you know, there's no amount of money that could buy that.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Do you know the Early Turtle podcast? It started off, I wanted to interview older people.
Yeah.
Older people.
Mate, you can learn a lot from old people.
That was, because, all right, life just comes at you, bro. It's mad. I was in the gym, and then there was this guy, like, old fella.
Yeah. In the gym.
Doing bits, bro.
You fucking, what a guy, man.
Doing bits.
That's the way.
And I was like...
I rate that.
Right, one of my favourite things to do, I do like talking to random people. Yeah. I'll tell you why. Because random people and yourself will feel like, I ain't never going to see you again.
You're disposable.
Let me just tell you whatever. I can tell you I killed someone. I can tell you I did this. I can tell you, and what are you going to do, really? You don't know me.
This is why I love talking to Uber drivers, man. Some of the best conversations in my life have been with Uber drivers,
bro. You learn so much, bro. You learn so much.
Because when you say bye to them, you're never going to see them again.
And then the person could just literally just say, they would just be honest with you because they're never going to see you again.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just tell you how they feel. And I think that would be very therapeutic as well for the passenger, because you've actually got to think of an answer. You don't have to answer it, but you can think of an answer and you go, okay, what makes you sad? Well, let me think of what makes me sad actually. Poverty, right? Poverty makes me sad. People not being kind to each other makes me sad.
Yeah.
Racism makes me sad.
Yeah.
Right? Sexism makes me sad, right? And I'm saying these things and I'm like, okay, this is how I feel. It's out of my system now. Thank you for asking me, Uber driver. Thank you for answering. Yeah. Bam, you feel good.
And that guy might not have ever been able to voice himself
actually
in that
voice
way.
himself and actually say something. Do you know what I mean?
He might have never had someone give him the opportunity to, like, you know,
actually, like we were saying earlier, bro. Yeah. Like, that's it. Yeah. But anyway, what was I saying? Old guy. So I went over. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. I hope he doesn't think I'm a weirdo or whatever. I'm just gonna go.
Yeah.
And I just went, mate. You're in amazing shape, great shape, bro. Like, what makes you still carry on doing it? And he was like, I'm an old guy now, but in my mind, I'm young.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only thing that's changed about me is my body. That's the only thing that's grown old. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But my mind, my soul, yeah, I'm keeping that up. And that's why I'm going to the gym to keep that going. And he told me some things about his wife who just passed away and he was living alone and I'm like, goodness me, this he's told me all these things and I'm probably never going to see him again, and I never did. But I was glad I went over to him and asked him about that, and that's when I realised I actually had a skill of actually asking people in very respectful ways, like about their lives and whatever else. And I was like, that's when the idea of a podcast started coming to my head. I didn't come up with it straight away, but little things were just coming to me. Podcast.
You can learn a lot from just talking to random people.
Absolutely.
Like, this is just clicks as you were saying that, because I was thinking, like, you know, not even kids, people these days, they walk around they walk around like this, don't they? You know, walking down the street, they bump into each other. Into each other. And like, when you go back before phones existed, people would speak to each other in the streets.
Yes.
Yep.
And when that happens every day for how many years, think about the impact that's going to have.
Absolutely.
Kids these days only talk to each other in their little bubbles. They don't learn about the world.
See, that's the one thing which I've been quite like scared of, because I even see it in some of my cousins, because they're so addicted to their phones and they're kind of trapped into this realm of like everything exists from a little screen in their pocket. So it's like I've always wanted to, like, one of the things which I always do is, like, especially if I go out with my little cousins and that, if they have their phone and that with them, I always say, nah, you're not going on your phone.
How do they react though?
Oh, they do. They feel weird, but I think they get used to it because it's the fact that we're constantly trying to push them to be like, just talk.